Why is it a crime for you to steal a loaf of bread, but an administrative error when a corporation deprives thousands of their livelihoods? Most of us are taught that the law is a neutral scale, weighing every act with the same moral gravity. But if you look at the structure of the system, you'll see that this is an illusion. We are living under a condition of asymmetric moral exposure. This is the second pillar of the rendered state, and it is the mechanism that ensures moral scrutiny is applied unevenly across society. The legal system is designed to concentrate guilt downward. When an individual and unauthorized actor commits a harm, the system responds with intense ethical and punitive attention. The law zooms in on your intent, your character, and your essence as a criminal. This is where the moral weight of the law is heaviest. But as we move up the chain of authority into institutional and systemic harms, that moral weight completely evaporates. When an authorized institution causes widespread damage through economic deprivation, systemic failure, or massive administrative negligence, the law reframes these not as crimes, but as neutral data points. Because these acts originate from within the circle of permission, they are rendered administratively invisible. The physical harm to the victims is real, often far greater than any individual crime, but the legal system interprets it as a policy outcome or a procedural anomaly rather than a moral wrong. Why does the system function this way? It is a survival tactic. I call this guilt absorption. By framing harm as individual deviance rather than a failure of the system itself, the law preserves its own legitimacy. It punishes the individual to distract from the fact that the most significant harms are actually being committed by the structures that claim to protect us. It creates a spectacle of justice at the bottom to insulate power at the top from any real moral interrogation. In this rendered reality, crime is not an ethical boundary. It is a tool for boundary enforcement. It distinguishes between those who have the permission to cause harm and those who do not. The essence of the crime isn't in the act itself, but in the status of the person committing it. If the act is authorized, the harm is neutralized. If it is unauthorized, the actor is criminalist. Until we recognize that our legal system is a machine for the asymmetric distribution of guilt, we will stay trapped in a self-validating cycle. We will continue to punish the symptoms, while the system that produces the harm remains untouched and beyond reproach. We are decoding the code of a governed reality.